Hey peeps, it's Milan and I'm back for another video today. So today I thought that I would talk to you guys about how I started my own online Instagram shop. I talked about this in my last video, 2 videos ago I think. But if you have been following me on my channel, you would know that I've been reselling clothes on Poshmark since like March of this year. And basically from there I started looking at like different avenues that I could take to sell more clothes, different platforms basically that I could sell the clothes on rather than just Poshmark. And I actually stumbled upon like this huge community on Instagram of like thrifting pages, like reselling sort of pages, and I had no idea that that was even a thing before, because like you think of Instagram and you sort of just think of like, you know, the normal stuff that you see on Instagram, like ass pics and like dog Instagram accounts, you know, just bad comedy skits, that sort of thing. But yeah, so basically there is a whole like underground world of thrifting, like selling thrifted clothes on Instagram. So the first account that I actually found is like one that is super popular now. I would say she's probably like one of the biggest ones on Instagram right now. I think her is Rad Thrift, but she has like at least 50K now. When I first saw her, she only had like 10K or something. But essentially what it is actually a really cool thing, because you are able to just, like, you know, create a normal Instagram account like you would with any Instagram, and then basically what I do is I just take the photos that I already have on Poshmark and then I just put them into like my, its own Instagram photo, and then you just, like, you know, put a description, put how much, and post it, and then, you know, people will want to buy it from you. So I'm gonna get more into like the details of how it works exactly, but so basically I started the page like two or 3 months ago. I just hit 1,700 followers, I think, so it's growing and I'm really happy about it because I really enjoy it. Honestly, right now I think I like it more than selling on Poshmark, to be honest, but that's just because you're not getting all these fees taken out, and okay, I'll get to that part. But okay, yeah, so basically I started the Instagram account of like in May or June of this year, and like I said, I just took my Instagram posts that I already had on Poshmark. But if you don't have a Poshmark and you just want to try to sell your clothes on Instagram, then you're just gonna want to go ahead and find like a blank background, like a rug or a wall, something, take the photos, and then basically just put a description, put a cost. A lot of people on Instagram, on like the thrifting reselling side of Instagram, they sell clothing in one of two ways. So the first way that they will sell their clothes is they will do like a bidding sort of deal. So like it's not like eBay where you can actually send in a bid, you know. Essentially people are just leaving comments, like $1, $2, people are just leaving a comment and that's like their bid, if that makes sense. I don't do that just because I don't know, it seems like sort of annoying to have to like deal with all of the bids, and you know, people sometimes aren't actually like, they don't actually have the money to pay, so sometimes you just have like these 12-year-olds commenting on your thing like, oh, like $100, and yeah. So that's one way though. I think it works well for some people, I don't know, I just prefer not to. But then the second way is just having a set price, and that is what I do. So I post a shirt, and instead of saying like bid starts at $2, I'll just have like a set price. No bidding. I'll just say like $15, shirt $15, and then if someone wants it, they will comment or they will DM me and be like, hey, I want this, and I'm like, okay. And then the payment part, basically what I do is I mainly just do Venmo, but sometimes if people don't have Venmo, I will accept PayPal, but that's really it. I'm not trying to use like any other payment sort of apps or anything like that. So yeah, I just, like, they'll DM me and then I'll say, okay, like, say it's a $15 shirt. Then the tricky part is doing the shipping. I just figured this out, like, by selling a lot on Instagram, like what average shipping costs will be. But if you have no idea, to start out, I would say between like $5 to $8 is a good rate to have. So for something, for example, like if I were to just be selling like this t-shirt, like it's a small tiny crop t-shirt, I would just have the shipping be like $5 because that's pretty normal. Say I was having to ship like a sweaters, if you're going by the weight of the item, then the sweater I tend to charge $8 shipping. And it's almost always exact, like just from going to the post office so much, I've seen exactly what these items come out to when they're like weighed and I have to pay for them. Shoes, it depends like on the sort of shoe, but like 10 to 12 sometimes. Or if I'm not paying by the weight and I just get an envelope that's like a flat rate cost, like you can go to USPS and you can just get an envelope and like anything you can put inside of it will just be like flat rate. They don't weigh it or anything, so it'll just be like flat rate, like $7 or $8 or something like that. I did that today when I went and mailed out all my orders. I did that with a pair of shoes. Otherwise it would have been $12 if I would have paid by weight, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's how I like regulate my shipping charges. So then I'll just be like, okay, the shirt's $15 and then I'll do shipping for $5. And then I will say, do you have Venmo? And they usually always say yeah. And then I will give them my Venmo. Then they will send me the payment. I will receive it on my Venmo, I will accept, and then I message them back like, okay, I got your payment, please give me your name and address. And so that's how I get all of the shipping information, and that's how like the payment part sort of goes through. So, you know, once I get their name and address, it's pretty easy to go from there. I have like two different sorts of mailers, but I have one which I usually use for Poshmark because they're just like the free plain white mailers that you can get for free at USPS. But then I also ordered some really cute like designed printed ones off of Amazon. I think I got a pack of 50 for like $12 or something. They're really cute, but yeah, I'll use those for my Poshmark orders. Sorry, for my Instagram orders, I'll use the cute ones just because I'm trying to like build up, you know, like a brand basically. So I want to have like I want to look good for the buyers so that they'll want to buy from me again. And I'll also include a thank you card, and I'll always write in it like, thanks for your purchase. If you want 15% off, like post a picture of your item and tag me on your Instagram story, and you'll get 15% off. And sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But usually if someone really likes your shop and likes all the clothes you have to sell, then oh my god, my hair looks crazy. Why is it doing that? It's like, this curl is just like what is this? Sorry. But yeah, if the person like really likes your stuff, then they will probably post a photo. I've had a few like reoccurring customers, which is really, really cool already. And yeah, so that's like sort of how I do everything on Instagram, like how listing to shipping the item works. And yeah, what else? So like I said, I basically just started the Instagram. I would say a good way to start is just look up other thrifting accounts. If you want to start one and you don't really know where to start, I would say just search up other Instagram accounts, look at how they're doing it. That's what I did a lot at first. I would just scroll through Instagram, click on someone, look at the recommended, look at different pages, see what their shipping costs were, see what kind of photos they were posting, just like get as much information as you can, and just see like what sort of look or style or person you want to sell to necessarily. And that will help you out a lot, because not like this information isn't really that available, at least I don't think it is. I haven't like seen YouTube videos about this or anything. I know that there's a bunch of YouTube videos about people like starting their own online shop and starting their own business and stuff like that, but this is like a little separate like niche area, if that makes sense. With my Instagram thrifting account, or thrifting shop, whatever you want to call it, I have like a certain look and a certain style that I like keep very the same. So like that's also kind of important. You want to see what sort of items you want to sell. Like if you just want to sell stuff out of your closet that you want to get rid of, like you would on Poshmark, like you can do that, but I don't think it would really draw that big of an audience, whereas if you were to like go thrifting and, you know, sort of curate that Instagram shop to have a certain look and pick out certain pieces that like all flow well together and look good together, then you're more likely to like grow a following, you know, make a name, build sort of like a brand for yourself, which is what I'm trying to do right now. But yeah, I'm actually working on a website as well. That way I have like a whole other platform to resell my clothes on. So I have the Poshmark, I have the Instagram, and very soon I will also have the website. The website's just going to be the same as my Instagram name, so like everything's going to be, you know, on the same page. That way it's just like easy, like people know it's me. They know it's my stuff, they know it's good quality, they know it's cute, you know. But yeah, so that's basically how I started my online thrifting shop. And even though it's like an Instagram, I guess it's still considered a shop, but once I have the website up, it will actually be a shop. But yeah, so that's everything. I can definitely talk more in depth about this if you guys are interested. I'm really interested in like, I'm just really interested in like creating your own brand, starting your own business, creating a shop. That's really, really interesting to me right now, and I am loving it. So yeah, that's it. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.